There you go, 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 go. Today on Dirt Road Cred, we are live from Daytona Beach, and we're gonna be checking out all the coolest Jeeps both here and at the show. You can see behind me, we kind of have a nice little setup here. We do a meet and greet every year, and a lot of friends always show up. We're gonna walk around, check out some of the coolest Jeeps. Hopefully your Jeep finds its way into this video. If it does, drop a comment below, but we're super excited. We're in beautiful Daytona. Let's go walk around, check out some cool Jeeps. Why don't we just start out with some of the rigs that are actually here at our meet and greet, and some friends from close to home. These guys are actually from Maryland. They brought both of their rigs down. First one is a Tuscadero Pink 392. And you might be thinking by this front grille, it's a 2024, but it's not. This is a distinction applied, fully custom front 2024 grille. It's got the trim rings, it's got the front camera. Very, very good looking Jeep here. Honestly, I just love the Tuscadero color too. They got the cowl panel matched up top, just the same like I do, like Ryan does on here. But Ryan, just look at this color in the sun. It's absolutely beautiful. They paint match the rings too. That kind of looks neat too. I did that on my last Wrangler on the high velocity, and I thought that looked cool too. Beautiful looking Jeep though. Got a lot of cool features on this. I really wish I would have picked up this color. I know it's available again. Maybe I'll just, what do you think? Just trade in my bikini and get a final edition. But they brought two 392s, so let's come over here. We'll look at their Stingray. But yeah, really nice Jeep setup here. Rockslide engineering steps on all these. Badland winch on the front of both, so they match yours. Badland 12,000 pound winch on the front of them. And then next to us, we've got Wayne's Jeep, which is kind of like a cool, like, very similar to mine. He's got a 2022, I believe, it might be a 21, Rubicon Hydro Blue. This thing is almost like so similar to mine, and it's really cool because he's done a little bit extra to kind of let me know what that looks like. So he's got the fender chop, but he's got a rock crawler 4.5 inch suspension lift on here, and he's running a set of 40 by 13.5 17 Mickey Thompson Baja Boss MTs. And if those wheels look familiar, that's because that's what I was gonna go with on mine. If you guys remember that video, I had both of them sitting next to each other. He chose these and I chose those, so I kind of get to see what mine would look like in a roundabout way. One of the coolest things though is with that fender chop, Ryan, look at how much clearance you have up here compared to mine. Like, I mean, and it still is color matched, so it still looks great under there. It looks like he has the, I think it's the Quake LED setup on here. Super nice Jeep, Rockslide engineering, full 1-ton steering underneath there, some distinction applied goodies up front, and he's a great friend, a great fan of the channel, so happy to have his here and kind of get to see it next to mine. It's a little bit taller, so it makes me feel some sort of way. Right away at Jeep Beach, we're in Daytona Speedway. We just got here. We've got a beautiful YJ Islander. This one's in red, and it looks very OEM. The seats aren't the OEM seats. They actually had blue pinstriping on them, but very good looking Jeep here. These were made in 4 colors, red, white, yellow, and blue. Reds are pretty tricky to find. You can find the whites, you can find the yellows, but reds are kind of hard to find. I would love to find a yellow one personally, maybe even a blue. And I think they used to look really cool on the channel. But yeah, check it out, beautiful Islander. I'm sure we'll see more and I want to see them. Well, let's go check out Michael's Jeep because he was just whispering to a bird out by the ocean, who actually said it had a fishing line around, but from the first look, it was like, how is he talking to this bird right now? So here's his Jeep, guys, a beautiful, beautiful high velocity yellow Rubicon. Ryan, doesn't this look familiar to a certain Jeep? Color match fenders, black top. Shouldn't have got rid of mine, dang it. But at least I get to see this one here. He's always repping everything on here. I love this Jeep too. He's such a great friend of the channel, and he's the one, if you guys always ask, the Sweetwater Brewing, he sent us that sign from where he's at. So beautiful Jeep. He's such a nice guy too, and honestly, I just missed it. But look, he's got all the goodies on here, including, look at these, the Azuto. Got the Azuto door caps. I've seen a ton of those around. I mean, we've got another 2024 right down here with the Azuto door caps. So yeah, he's getting ducked too. We love his Jeep. And then he's got a flamethrower up front too, just for, you know, starting campfires, just for fun, right? Yeah, tactical torch. I've never seen one of those, but maybe we have to do a review on that.
Flamethrower review.
Flamethrower review, yeah. I don't think we have beach fires here, but we'll see. Check it out, guys, a really good looking JK here. This actually has an LS conversion too. Everything's really Frenched in and very, very sleek. It's a two-door JK too, running up on a set of 40 by 13.5 Nittos. Same KMC, very similar to what I've got on there too. Some nice sliders that are actually Frenched into the body. And you can see they're painted, and then they have these powder coated too. Two-door, it's a 07 to 11. You can tell by the interior, or probably an early 11 if anything. Yeah, really good looking Jeep here. Anti-rocks on the front and rear, full 1-ton axles. Everything's nice and tight. I like this bumper too. Very, very clean bumper on there. Good looking JK. We'll look at the top too, right? Did you see the top?
No.
Fully roll cage, and that's aluminum, all bent up and custom made for it. You gonna go through it? You guys gotta peer pressure some more people so we can get it on camera.
We're trying.
I see it. And before the park rangers come back and go.
Yeah, we already talked to them. I threatened to take all their ducks.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, I took it back. Hit the hole.
Hit the hole. Is it because I'm fat? Is that what it is?
This is beautiful. Jeep Beach right here. I love these guys. It's just peer pressuring people into making bad decisions, and I'm all for it. So we're checking out a beautiful 2006 TJ. We were just talking to the owner over here. Honestly, this is something we've been considering looking at between a YJ or a TJ, but he's got this one very nicely set up. Set of mammoth wheels on here, moto built the full fender and inner fender assemblies, a Badland Apex 12K, which is what Ryan actually just put on his. Nice set of sliders on here, and I'd imagine he's probably gonna finish it off with a nice set of moto built rear fender flares as well. This is a really good color. My last truck was actually in this too, Patriot Blue. Looks fantastic in the Jeep, and honestly, I just think a good TJ like this would probably do good for the channel. This is a 2006, so last year for the TJ, you got the higher back bucket seats on there, and it is the last year. 4.0 liter in here, and it's an X model, which came with a little more creature comforts inside compared to some of the other trims. Beautiful looking Jeep and an awesome guy that's followed our channels. Yeah! Those are our boys with the 06. Check it out, guys, the 2024 Willys concept here. This is a 4xe that we actually talked about on our channel. It's got the super singles here, the super lug tires. It's really neat to see in person because they actually chopped off a headrest too. And then Ryan, check out this dash. Look at the fabric on the dash. It's on both sides. Got it in the inlay of the seats there. This is actually one of the Mopar tops. You know that? This top on here. You can order this. It's pretty neat. It's a good sunshade. It actually looks like it wraps around pretty well. And then the jerry can around the back too. That's, let's just say it doesn't hold jerry can items. It's fully custom made, and it's your drink maker and all your little mixers back there. But check this back rack out. I didn't see that in any of the concept photos. What a nice thing, the way to hold your shovel, your axe, your pick on there. This has also got the built-in air compressor in the back too. You can see it. Ooh. I did see something a bit interesting underneath this Jeep. I actually saw it on the spec sheet. This says Dana 50 Advantech axles. I've never seen a Dana 50. 44, 60, sure, but never a 50 on the rear or the front end of this with 4.7 gears. So is this foreshadowing something? I don't know. I mean, Dana's 50 would be kind of a sweet spot in between a Dana 44 and a Dana 60. Who knows what's going to happen? We'll just have to wait and find out. Check this Jeep out, guys, a two-door JL Bulldog. I think we saw this one last year. Ryan doesn't know if we can remember. Color matched about everything. This is such a cool military, almost tribute here. Maybe I ought to build a two-door because I love that. Bartax seat covers, metal cloak armor, moto-built bumpers, Curries. This thing is a beautiful Jeep, and you can tell it gets used, so super, super cool to see. Got a tan soft top too, Ryan. I think yours needs that. Your Jeep needs, yours needs that. Mine's needs that. Today's video, we want to give a huge shout out to Electric E-Bikes. These guys hooked us up with both of these e-bikes here, and we're like, take them out to Daytona, take them to the shows, see how you guys like them and how they fit into the Jeep lifestyle. So they've got mine, which is the Expedition that can hold 2 kids on the back, cargo, up to 450 pounds, and then Ryan's, which actually splits in half. How cool is that? It splits in half, fits in the back of his 2-door, and can be carried to any show like this. We're ripping these things up and down the beach here. They're a Class 2 e-bike, which are absolutely fantastic for us. And probably the coolest thing, like I said, is just that they wanted to work with our channel and wanted to help you guys out too. So we will have a discount code down below in the description that you can use to actually save a little bit of money on an e-bike. I searched for months and these kept popping up, and finally we decided to reach out to them. So we're having a ton of fun with these here at Daytona. Thanks Electric Bikes for hooking us up. Couple beautiful Jeeps down here by Jeep Conversion Solutions. They are based out of Florida, and I remember last year coming down, I saw this beautiful Earl Wrangler. It was a 4-door. These guys do some incredible builds. They're based out of Florida. Super nice crew over here. They were just chatting with us for a couple minutes. They're fans of Motobuilt. They're one of their biggest installers too, so they do a fantastic job with that. But just look at some of these Jeeps sitting around. Beautiful Gladiator here, awesome wraps, but probably the star of the show is this one over here. This one with the wrap on it, the Motobuilt bobbed bed is just perfectly set up. 8 lugs, Motobuilt armor across the entire thing. And then behind it too, that's the one that I actually noticed last year, the Earl Grey Rubicon. That was when the Earl was kind of just coming out and they already had it fully built. Beautiful rigs though sitting here. Absolutely huge shout out to them. So here guys, check it out, another 2024. This is like probably my second favorite color. I have a bikini, so I have to be kind of partial to that. Firecracker red in the 2024 perhaps looks one of the best color combos. You've got that red interior on there. This does have the one touch too, which you couldn't do in my color and a lot of other colors for some odd reason. This is almost brand new. It's a month and a half old. Some friends and fans came down from Michigan all the way with this rig. Ryan, I think we might have to pick up a set of these because we were throwing up all sorts of crap after that Ocala State Forest. He's got those on there, some rock stoppers up front, already the Azudo, and then a couple other mods that we shot in our first 8 mods. So a great looking Jeep, and yeah, just check it out. Check this out guys, a really built up Willys Gladiator in Gobi. You don't see too many, but I can tell by the pinstripes on this Jeep that it goes out a lot of the time. Looks like he actually has a steering cooler and he has a PSC full hydro on here, which is great, and I think it's something I need to go on my Jeep. But a really good looking Jeep. You can tell by the Instagram, the name is JT Groot, and he's with the Caribbean Mutters. What a really nice Jeep with the black rhinos, 20s. That's a big Gladiator, and I really like it. So cool one in the crowd here. This one's pretty cool here, the Steer Smarts Gladiator that they turned into kind of an off-road ice cream truck. This is really neat, and this kind of pushes the boundary of what you can do with the Jeep. I think it's so creative and so cool. It's also a 2024, so you can kind of see up there that it is. I'm not sure if it started off, this is a JL, so it's just a JL, and then they extended it and cut it off and made it into a cool truck like this, so kind of neat to see. They've got on the menu items all the companies that helped them build this, and I just think it's awesome. All right guys, we're here posted up with Distinction Applied. We just stopped down. We actually stopped at their headquarters in Hernando to see how everything was done. The really neat thing was actually getting to see it done. Now, we've been friends with Brian for almost 2 years now, but seeing the process of it, he's got some brand new packaging too, so everything's just done. It's all laid out too. It's almost like a shopping center in there. How about it, Ryan? It's like a full shopping area. He spent a lot of money and really has this stuff dialed in, and honestly, seeing the process and all of it done in person is fantastic. But he's got his Jeep out here painted to match just about everything you could. A little 2-door, high velocity, well, maybe a little bit lifter lifted here in the future. But yeah, Distinction Applied, you guys got to check them out. We have a link in the description, but then also they've got a new storefront that they're going to be opening too, so you guys can actually go pick up the parts. But our friends, our family, Distinction Applied, these are our boys right here. Yeah, probably. Yeah, let's get him out before, because he'll get in trouble. You got the Kinetic? Are you good? Yeah. Our boy Mike in the high vis got a Kinetic Rope. He's gonna get him out.
Are you sure you had the credentials for this?
Yeah, what I have is called Dirt Road CRED. Just nice and slow. Yeah, you're stuck. But if you ever need that in the future, if you hold it for 5 seconds, it shuts off the electronic stability, because that's gonna shut this stuff down. See?
Dig it out, they say it. It'd be fun.
Just go hook to hook. Yeah, here.
Great job. Now I can go full send right now, right?
Just don't go too crazy. Give it, like, try and go a little slower, and just go on it just a little bit while you're pulling.
We appreciate the out of this. Thank y'all.
You can't park there. Yeah, Mike, just kind of maybe go a little bit to the left, just a little. You're on his passenger hook. Yep, you're about to get taught. Yeah, give it a little bit now. Yep, go ahead. Just give it a little bit. You give it a little bit, yeah. Yeah, not too crazy. Are you at 4 low? Back up. You got to give a little bit, but don't give it hell. Cut to your right a little bit, because you're going to go back in your original. There you go. Go, go, go. You all right? Oh! Yay! It's how you're right here on the beach. Who would have thunk it?
Why don't you tell me there's a hole?
Yeah, she bounced after it. And this is why we come to Daytona Jeep Beach. Well, here we are, guys, out in the parking lot. Ryan's been walking around like a madman, finding every color and trim. Almost a two-door XR that I think someone did themselves. Pretty cool on here. It's got the extensions. It's got the 23 Extreme Recon wheels and tires. It looks like it's not a Mopar lift on here, but it looks like what a two-door XR would look like. So really cool. We're parked right behind it. Good looking Jeep. And honestly, we haven't seen any here, which, Ryan, why didn't they bring a two-door XR to the Jeep booth? Like, whatever, it just baffles me. But either way, that's really cool. My Jeep's parked behind it. And yeah, it's a good looking Jeep right there. Check it out, guys. Matt Zerbrick's 2024 Wrangler that is wrapped in a really, really neat, almost like a pewter green color here. He runs 5 O'Clock Garage in Jeep Graphics Studio, and he does an absolutely fantastic job doing any decals that you need on your Jeep. A really lot of custom work comes from his shop, too. He does a lot of the concept vehicles, a lot of things off camera, and he's really behind the scenes and does some awesome work. Plus, he's a really cool guy, too. So here's his Jeep. Got some tube doors, 4xe, a lot of cool stuff going on. Really liking this color, too. So really nice one to check out. Our friends over at America's Most Wanted, they brought one of their AMW 1000s down, and they've got a few down. They said they actually have a couple Jeeps in a bunch of different booths. This is a Elephant Wrangler, Walker Evans, custom done wheels on here, a beautiful looking Jeep, and I just love that deep bronze. This has got kind of the deep bronze accents on the Elephants here. This is a full turnkey package with 1,000 horsepower underneath the hood, but beautiful Jeeps as always from AMW. Well, guys, we're on the racetrack right here, and this is going to be the close for today's video. Well, I would say 2 days worth of video content. We always have a ton of fun down here at Daytona, and I got to say, if this isn't a show that you've been to, you got to make the trip out. You got to check it out because you're going to enjoy it. And who else wants to go to the beach in sunny Florida? I know we do, especially coming from the northern part of the country. We always have a great time here. We meet all of our friends, all of our vendors. Everyone runs up to us, chats with us. We get to sit down with some people, and honestly, we just love coming down. So Ryan and I had a great time here. For all of you that we got to meet down at Daytona, thank you guys so much. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for the support. And if you saw your Jeep in this video, drop a comment below and let us know which Jeep was yours. Either way, though, my name's Matt. Ryan's behind the camera. We're about to race down this damn track.
All right.
And we want you to get out there and earn yours. Go!